السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Today, inshallah, we are going to discuss Unit 9, second term, first prep. The title of the unit is Adventure. My name is Mrs. Fathia Shamsuddin from As-Salahiyya Al-Jadida Formal Language School. Adventure means an exciting experience when something unusual or dangerous happens. So, let's see some of the activities which you can, or some of the sports which you can perform when you go on adventure. Like diving. What is meant by diving? It's a sport where a swimmer goes deep underwater to look at fish, sea animals, or coral reefs. Windsurfing. This is another sport which means where someone travels on water while standing on a board with a sail. As you see in the picture, he's standing on board of a water with a sail. The third is trekking. It's also one of the sports where someone walks usually for long distances in the mountains or the countryside with difficulty. One more sport is rock climbing. Rock climbing, it's a sport where someone climbs up rocks. As you see, he's using ropes to go up the rocks. Okay, now let's differentiate among three verbs. We have play, do, and go. We use play with words like football, play basketball, play tennis, play volleyball, and play squash. We use do with other sports like karate, do boxing, do judo. And we use go with go swimming, go windsurfing, go diving, go trekking, go rock climbing. So we have to differentiate among these three verbs: play, do, and go. Now, we have a grammatical rule related to the future, which is going to. So the grammar included in Unit 9 is going to. Going to, how to form the tense using am, is, or are, plus going to plus infinitive. Of course, we use am with the pronoun, subject pronoun I, is with he, she, or it, are with you, we, and they, plus going to plus infinitive. If I want to make the negative form, we have to add not after am or is or are. Okay, let's move to the next. When should we use the future with going to? We use it with when we have plans and intentions. That's like, I'm going to visit Hiba tomorrow. This is something I have already intended. I planned to do this. So I'm going to visit Hiba tomorrow. Second, we can use it when we make predictions with evidence. Like what? Look at those dark clouds. It's going to rain. So once I see dark clouds in the sky, I can say that it's going to rain. The third, when we have actions which are about to happen. Watch out! The baby is going to fall on the floor. There was a baby who was sitting on a sofa and he's about to fall, so I said the baby is going to fall on the floor. So we use it again for plans and intention, for prediction with evidence, for actions which are about to happen. Now, what are the key words of the future going to? Next plus week. So we can say next week, next month, next summer, next year, and so on. Tomorrow. This is the second word. Third, soon, and also any future date like 2022 or 2023, any future date. Now, Let's answer some exercises. Number 1. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. Sentence number 1. Is she going to trekking this afternoon? The choices are going, play, do, or go. Which one is correct? Let's see. Go. So, is she going to go trekking this afternoon? Sentence number 2. I can ride a motorbike very well. Is it I crashed, I'm going to crash, I going to crash? The answer will be I'm going to crash. Okay. Sentence number 3. We sleep in a tent. It's our intention. Is it are going to, will, or would? I can hear the answer. Yes, correct. Are going to. We are going to sleep in a tent. It's our intention. Sentence number 4. You going to visit your uncle tomorrow? These are the choices. Will you go? Do you going? Are you going? Or would you going? The answer is are. Correct. Are you going to visit your uncle tomorrow? And now we have one more grammatical rule included in Unit 9, which is about reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns, here as they are in front of us, we have subject pronoun and we have the opposite side, reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun of I is myself, he, himself, she, herself, it, itself, we, ourselves, they, themselves, and you, yourself. Again, you, yourself. What's the difference? Why I have written it 2 times? One time, yourself, and the other, yourself. The first, for once I'm talking to someone who is singular. If I'm talking to one person, I have to say yourself. If I'm talking to more than one, like my students, all in the class, so I'm going to talk to them saying, you have to keep quiet and respect yourselves, because I'm talking to more than one. Now, we can use the reflexive pronouns with the following. By. We can say by myself, which means on my own or alone or without any help. Also, we can use it using the reflexive pronoun with these, after or for or on. Like this example, always depend on yourself. So we can use the reflexive pronoun after these prepositions. Famous expressions in which we use the reflexive pronouns. Keep in mind these famous expressions. Enjoy yourself. Take care of yourself. This, of course, one mother is telling her son or daughter when they are going out. Help yourself. When you are at a party and you want to eat a cake or juice, they are telling you, help yourself. Make yourself at home. I mean to feel comfortable. To feel comfortable. When visiting someone, make yourself at home. Behave yourself. Of course, we can say this word once we are talking to someone who is naughty. Behave yourself. The next. Let's practice. Read and correct the underlined words. A cat doesn't need a shower. It cleans herself. Oh, it's a cat. How can I say about the cat herself? We need to correct this reflexive pronoun. It will be itself. Correct. Number 2, Muna drew himself a picture. Muna, she's a girl. Oh, it's incorrect. How can I correct it? Using herself. Excellent. Number 3, Sammy dried itself with a towel. Sammy, he's a boy. How can I say about a boy itself? It should be himself. Yeah, correct. Number 4, the teacher told the students to behave herself. Students, more than one, plural, so it should be themselves. The teacher told the students to behave themselves. Finally, one more grammatical rule included in Unit 9. It's how to make and respond to suggestions. Making and responding to suggestions. Why don't we go shopping? Why don't we go shopping? It's in the form of a question. How about? How about? And the verb after how about should have ing. It should be gerund. How about meeting tomorrow? What about also? The verb after what about should also include ing. What about watching TV? Shall we study English? Let's go fishing. Let's watch TV. Let's study English. Let's do our homework. So to make suggestion, we have more than one sentence or question. Why don't we? How about? What about? Shall we? Let's. One more. I suggest. And after suggest, the verb should include ing. I suggest going to the museum. Right. After that, this is how to make a suggestion. How to respond to suggestions. You have to agree or refuse. If you agree, if you accept, you will say, that's a good idea. Great idea. Okay, I agree. If you refuse, you will say, no, thanks. Sorry, I'm busy. I'm not keen on that. I disagree. So you can choose any one of these ways to accept or agree or refuse the suggestion. Thanks for listening to me, and that's Unit 9. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.